we want to do is we want to put a hole right here, but the hole needs to go downwards. So we need to create a circle that is kind of flat up here, but we've got no face to put that onto, which is facing down. We've only got this one here, which is facing along this way. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the button called plane, and we're going to offset from plane. Now this allows you to select any plane and push it along. So the only flat surface we have is one that's down underneath there. Can you see if I hover over, get it just there? If you can't get it just there, you can just rotate it using this rotation tool here, okay, and then click it again to escape out of it. And then now with that offset from plane button highlighted, come down, select that plane and push it up, okay, until the very top. Now we know that we were 120 high. Can you see how it's saying minus? So make sure you write minus 120 into that button, okay? And there you go. Now you've got that plane up there, and we can rotate this back around so we can use this well. Okay, now we've got an area that we can place a sketch onto. I'm going to press escape to get out of my orbit tool, start 2D sketch, and then hover over the side of that work plane and click. That's now giving me an area where I can now work in this whole dimension. Click on the circle tool. You want it to be roughly around here. Okay, now it doesn't know where the middle is. So the first thing we're going to do is not going to project cut edges this time. We're going to project geometry. Project geometry, but we only want them to be marker lines. So I'm going to hit this construction button one more time, and I'm going to select this line here, and I'm going to select this line here. Okay, now that should help me to put it into the middle. So now I can come back to my circle tool. Make sure you turn off the construction button. Now you can see when I hover over this button, it gives me the middle there. And if I come along here, as long as I can see that line there, it will give me the middle. Now I don't want you to see the line, I don't want you to be in the middle of this line, I just want you to be in the middle of that line there. Click and then tap in 20, because that's how wide our candles are. So I've tapped in 20, okay, and I want you to dimension now. So click dimension, click the center of that circle, and then click this line here, and come up one last time and click above here. And I want you to tap that in at 20, alright? So we're just coming slightly in. We're not right in the middle here, we want to come slightly in. And if you want to check the dimension is exactly in the middle, you can click the center circle and this line here, and that should be 31. Okay, I don't want to include that dimension, but it can be placed there, and that kept it right in the center. Finish your sketch, okay, and there it is. Now go to extrude. Now, at the moment it's going the right direction, but it's adding material, and what we want to do is take away material. So we're going to press this cut button here, okay. Now it's going the wrong direction, but it is cutting material, so we want to change the direction here. Okay, now can you see it's just cutting one of those extrusions, and it tends to only do one extrusion unless you tell it to do otherwise. So we are going to click on solids there, and we're going to click this solid and this solid here. Can you now see it's doing all three of them? And then we're going to change the dimension to 50. Okay, and that's now going, you can see it's going all the way down to there. Okay, we're going to click OK. The last thing I would do is I would right click over the edge of this work plane, if you can, and turn off the visibility. You could have also done it there. Alright, so that is now our house done. Now it's really good practice to assign the front face, okay, which is this one. Can you see it says it's right and it thinks that's the front? So we're going to click on that edge there, and then we're going to right click on our house, and we're going to come down to set current view as front. Alright, so that is now, can you see the front? The next thing I like to do is click on this top corner here, and we're going to right click again on here, and we're going to go set current view as home, fit to view. Now anytime that you are orbiting around like this, if you hit that home button with a left click, it will bring you back to that perspective. Press escape to get out of your tool, and there we are. Make sure you save your work as you go along.